Okay, yesterday we have discussed in last lecture what we have discussed. Can anyone tell? Last lecture which topic we have discussed? Anyone? It is on the screen, please. I am audible, all of you? Hello? Okay, which topic we have discussed in previous lecture? Please tell me. It is on the screen. What is this? Can you read it? What is the name of topic which we have discussed in previous lecture?
Single phase semi-control converter fed AC-DC motor.
Okay, single phase semi-control converter fed AC-DC motor. AC-DC motor means
Separately excited.
Separately excited DC motor. Is it right? So in previous lecture we have discussed operation of the single phase semi-control converter. Okay. Is it clear? So how the waveforms are we are getting? How output voltage we are getting from the single phase semi-control converter? Okay. And how the speed is controlled? How the speed is controlled of the separately excited DC motor. So these are the we have discussed in previous lecture. Clear? So these are the equations we have seen the previous one. So today we are going to see single phase fully controlled rectifier, single phase fully controlled rectifier, single phase fully controlled rectifier fed AC-DC motor, fed AC-DC motor, separately excited DC motor. Clear? Single phase fully controlled rectifier fed separately excited DC motor. So what is the meaning of this one? Means the separately excited DC motor, separately excited DC motor is operating through the single phase full wave controlled rectifier, through the single phase full wave controlled rectifier. Clear? So the separately excited DC motor is operated through the single phase fully controlled rectifier. So that is called as what we can say single phase fully controlled rectifier fed separately excited DC motor. Okay. So what is the operation of this circuit? What is the operational analysis of this circuit? It is as previous one, single phase off controlled converter. It is as it is of previous topic, single phase off controlled converter. Okay, but only here we are replacing the diodes by the thyristors. You can see here in previous topic. Okay, we are using the two diodes. Okay, we are using the two diodes D1 and D2. Okay, these two diodes are connected in the lower group of the circuit. These two diodes are connected in the lower group of the circuit. Clear? So this circuit can be called as semi-control converter. But whenever we are replacing these diodes, with the thyristors, then that circuit can be called as single phase fully controlled. That circuit can be called as single phase fully controlled rectifier. Single phase fully controlled rectifier. Clear? The diode D1, D2 are replaced by the thyristors. So this thyristor T1, T2, T3 and T4. These thyristors T1, T2, T3, T4. Why we have given numbers like this T1, T2, T3, T4? Why we have given the numbers like this T1, T2, T3, T4? Why we cannot give the T1, T2, T3, T4 like this? Why we cannot give the T1, T2, T3, T4? Why we cannot give numbers like this? Can anyone? Can you tell anyone, please?
For first cycle, thyristor T1 and T2 operates. That's why.
Yes. Okay, right. But right answer. But only difference is for single phase of wave. Sorry. For single phase half cycle of the supply voltage, positive half cycle of the supply voltage, this thyristor and this thyristor will be conducts at a time. Clear? These thyristors and this thyristor will be conducts at a time. That's why we have given numbering order like this 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Clear? Next, during the negative half cycle of the supply voltage, during the negative half cycle of the supply voltage, this thyristor and this thyristor will be turned on. This thyristor and this thyristor will be turned on. So that's why we have given name. We have given the numbering order for this thyristor is T3, and for this thyristor is 4. Means what we can say? This is the T3 and this is the T4. Clear? So means based on the conducting sequence, we have given the numbering order. एक थायरिस्टर के बाद कौन सा थायरिस्टर टर्न ऑन होता है उसको सेकंड दिया, उसके बाद कौन सा टर्न ऑन होता है उसको थर्ड दिया, उसके बाद कौन सा टर्न ऑन होता है उसको फोर्थ दिया. Is it right? Okay. So T1, T2, T3 and T4. Please remember this point. Next point. Which was supply voltage? Which one here? AC or DC? Supply voltage which one? AC or DC?
AC.
AC. Okay, supply is AC, single phase. This is the positive half cycle. This is the negative half cycle. Okay, this is the positive half cycle. This is the negative half cycle. From 0 to pi, positive half cycle, and from pi to 2 pi, negative half cycle. Clear? And next point. So during the positive half cycle of the supply voltage, okay, during the positive half cycle of the supply voltage, the terminals of the supply voltage like this, positive, negative. The terminals of the supply voltage is positive and negative. So how the current is flows? Positive, negative, or positive, negative to positive? How the current is starts to flow? How the current is flow? From positive to negative or negative to positive?
From positive to negative.
Negative, yes. Okay, so this is the positive terminal of the supply voltage. The current is flowing through this direction. Okay, here the current is flowing through this circuit. Okay, so here the anode of this thyristor T1, the anode terminal of this thyristor T1 is made positive. Okay, the anode terminal of this thyristor is positive, means this T1 is forward bias condition. T1 is forward bias condition. Okay, so but for turn on this, to flow the current through this circuit, that this thyristor should be turned on. Is it right? This thyristor should be turned on. So when this thyristor is turned on, when this thyristor is turned on, please.
When we are giving supply to its anode.
When we are giving supply to which terminal?
Anode.
Anode already connected to the supply terminals. This is
With
the anode terminal.
T1 or T3?
T1.
With thyristor T1 or T3?
T1. I think you're not getting my point. Again, I will repeat you. Okay. During the positive half cycle of the supply voltage, this terminal is positive, this is the negative. Now the current is flowing through this direction. Okay, the anode terminal of this T1 is made positive. Okay, anode terminal of this T1 is made positive, means this T1 is forward bias condition. It is not in conducting mode. Okay, to make it in conduction mode, so what we have to do? To turn on this thyristor T1, what we have to do? T1 turn on करने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए? That is my question. T1 turn on करने के लिए, yes. Supply to gate terminal, exactly. Okay, so we have to give the some amount of voltage. We have to apply the some amount of voltage to the gate terminal of this thyristor. Then only this thyristor can be turned on. Okay, for example, we have given the we have applied the some amount of voltage to the gate circuit at this point, at this interval. Okay, for example, this is the alpha point. This is the alpha point. Clear? Alpha means firing angle, maybe 30 degrees, 40 degrees. Okay, whatever. You can apply the firing angle from 0 to 180 degrees at any time, at any interval. For example, this point at this interval, we have applied the gate voltage to the gate circuit, that is called as a firing angle. Okay, so at a time we have to apply the gate pulses for the both thyristor T1 and T2, because for example, here we have a one switch. Okay, here we have a one switch and one more switch here is there. Clear? So this switch is closed. Okay, we have given the gate pulses for this switch, so the current is flowing through this circuit. So if we are not giving the gate pulses for this switch, so then it can be turned on or not? It cannot be turned on. This switch S2 cannot be turned on, so the current cannot be flow through this circuit. Is it clear? So to flow the current from this circuit to this circuit, so we should turn on this switch also at a time. Okay, S1 and S2 like this. Okay, like the same way here also, to flow the current through the load circuit, we have to apply the gate pulses for the T1 and T2 at a time. Clear? So again, I will repeat you, to flow the current through the load circuit, so we should give the firing angles for the T1 and T2 at a time. We should apply the gate pulses for the T1 and T2 at a time. Is it right? Next, So at firing angle alpha, at omega t is equal to alpha, at omega t is equal to alpha, we have given the gate pulses for the T1 and T2. T1 and T2. Clear? So when the T1, T2 are triggered, then the current is starts to flow in this direction. Okay, in this direction through the load circuit. Through the load circuit means armature circuit. Through this direction. Through this direction. Through this point. Is it clear? So this is the path for flowing the current when the T1 and T2 are triggered. So what is the path for flowing the current? Plus Vs. Next plus Vs से किधर जा रहा है करंट? प्लस Vs से किधर जा रहा है करंट?
Thyristor T1.
T1, exactly right answer. T1. Next, for example, all the circuit is considered as a load. Clear? So उसके बाद कहाँ जाएगा करंट? Load. Next, after that, after the load,
Thyristor T2 and negative to supply.
T2. Next, minus Vs. Okay, this is the path for flowing the current when the T1, T2 are triggered. Okay, so this T1, T2 will be triggered from alpha to pi. Alpha to pi. T1 and T2 will be turned on from alpha to pi. Alpha to pi. Is it clear? So when the current is flowing through the load circuit during this period, alpha to pi, during this period from alpha to pi, the voltage will be present. The voltage will be present. Clear? The voltage is exist across the load circuit. This voltage waveform is same as the supply voltage. This voltage waveform, output voltage waveform is same as the supply voltage. Supply voltage कैसे इधर? How the supply voltage is looking like? In this shape. Is it right? The supply voltage waveform is looking like this. Clear? So like this way, here also we can draw output voltage. Is it right? Have you got the point? All of you? This is the alpha, and this is the pi. Okay? Is it okay? Please give the answer. Is it okay, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the output voltage waveform when the T1, T2 triggered. Okay, what will be the current during this period? What will be the current during this interval? Current is flowing through the load circuit or not? What will be the output current or what will be the load current during the alpha to pi? Current is flowing through the load circuit. Is it clear? So this current can be called as output current or load current or armature current because this current is flowing through the armature terminals of the DC motor. This current is flowing through the armature terminals of the DC motor. That's why we can call as a output current or armature current or load current. Okay. Next, what will be the supply current? In this direction, the supply current is flowing, the load is getting the supply. Clear? So the supply current is in this direction, that is the forward direction, positive direction, like this. Okay, the supply current is flowing, that is in forward direction. Okay, like this. Next, what will be the current through the thyristor T1? So here the thyristor T1 is carrying the current. Here the thyristor T1 is carrying the current. So means the current is flowing through the thyristor T1. Is it right? Okay, these are the output voltage waveform and output current waveform and supply current and current through the T1. Clear? Also, you can draw the current through the T2 also, same waveform. IT1 and I2 is the same. Clear? Next, after pi, what is the supply voltage after pi? What is the supply voltage after pi? It goes to negative or? Yes. After at omega t is equal to pi, the supply voltage goes to negative. The supply voltage goes to negative. Clear? So due to this, what will happening? Whenever the supply voltage goes to negative, it should be act as a reverse voltage for the T1 and T2. It should be act as a reverse voltage for the T1 and T2 and forward voltage for the T3 and T4. But here the inductance is present in the load circuit. Okay, here the inductance is present in the load circuit. So some amount of energy is stored in the inductance. Some amount of energy is stored in inductance from alpha to pi. Okay, whenever the current is flowing during this period from alpha to pi, the some amount of energy will be stored in the inductance. Clear? So when the supply voltage goes to negative, so this energy will be released. This energy will be released. Clear? So this, how this energy will be released? Inductance. Okay, this energy will be released through this circuit. Through this circuit. In which direction? Just wait. Okay, the current is flowing through the load circuit. When the inductor energy is released, okay, this energy will be released through this circuit, through the T2, and still it is flowing through the supply terminal, through the T1, and it will be wasted as a in the form of heat across the resistance. Okay, this is the path for flowing the current when the inductance energy is released. Is it right? So you can arise the question here, sir, here that during the negative off cycle of the supply voltage, the T1, T2 is become a reverse bias. T1, T2 become a reverse bias. But here from pi to pi plus alpha, the magnitude of this inductance, the magnitude of this energy is greater than the magnitude of this supply voltage. Okay, the magnitude of this energy, okay, the magnitude of this inductance voltage is greater than the magnitude of the supply voltage. So what will happening due to this? The T2 and T1 still remains non-condition. T2 and T1 still remains non-condition. Is it clear? So that's why the T1, T2 will not be turned off. Okay, at omega t is equal to pi here. Okay, so this whatever the energy stored in the inductance, that energy will be released through the T2 supply terminals, T1 and resistance like this. So during this period also, the current is flowing through the load circuit. The current is flowing through the load circuit, that is the armature current or load current or output current. Okay, this is the like this. Okay, if we assume as a constant, if we assume this as constant. Next, what will be the output voltage? What will be the output voltage across the load circuit? Can anyone give the reply? When the inductance energy is released through the T2 supply terminals and T1, whether the output voltage is present or not. Whether the output voltage is present or not. The output voltage still present across the load circuit. Okay, because here we have not connected any freewheeling diode. Because here we have not connected any freewheeling diodes. So that's why the output voltage still present like this. The supply voltage kaise hai idhar? Like this. So the output voltage is also present same as the supply voltage. Like this. Clear? So at omega t is equal to pi plus alpha. This is the pi plus alpha. This point is the pi plus firing angle. Pi plus alpha. Pi plus alpha. So the magnitude of the inductance voltage is going to decrease compared with the supply voltage. Clear? So whenever the magnitude of this inductance voltage is less than the supply voltage, then automatically the T1 and T2 will become a reverse bias and it will be turned off automatically. Clear? So when the supply voltage is greater than the inductance voltage, then it will become a positive terminal, it will become a negative terminal. Clear? So now the current is flowing in which direction? How the current is flowing? In this direction. The current is flowing in this direction. The current is flowing through the T3. The current is flowing through the T3. Here the T3 is forward bias condition because the anode terminal of this T3 is made positive. Because the anode terminal of this T3 is made positive. So the T3 will become a forward bias condition. So like the same way, whenever we are going to give the gate pulses for the T3 and T4 at a time, whenever we are applying the gate pulses for the T3 and T4 at a time, clear? So the thyristor T3 and T4 will be turned on. The thyristor T3 and T4 will be turned on, clear? When the T3 and T4 is turned on, the current is flowing through the load circuit. The current is flowing through the load circuit. Okay. The current is flowing through the load circuit. Through the T4. Clear? So there is the through the supply terminal is reverse current is flowing. Through the supply terminals, reverse current is flowing. So this is the path for flowing the current when the T3 and T4 turn on. When the T3 and T4 turn on. Clear? So now what is the path for flowing the current when the T3 and T4 turn on? Plus Vs. Next plus Vs के बाद किधर जाएगा करंट? T3. After T3, load circuit. Okay, after load, T4. After T4, minus Vs. Okay, this is the path for flowing the current when the T3 and T4 is turned on. T3, T4 is turned on. Okay. So when the T3, 4 turn on, the current is flowing through the load circuit. That is the armature current IA or output current I0 or load current IL or load current IL. Clear? So output voltage is present is same as the supply voltage. Output voltage is present is same as the supply voltage, but supply voltage in reverse direction. Just wait. Supply voltage is in this like this, but here the direction of the output current is same as the previous one. That's why the output voltage is positive. The output voltage is positive. Like this. Okay, the output voltage is positive. Next, what will be the supply current during this period? Output current, armature current is flowing. So in which direction? Positive direction, same direction. Clear? Same direction the current flow, right? Next. So what will be the supply current? Direction of the supply current is reverse. So supply current is become a reverse here. Supply current is reverse. What is the current through the T1? So here the T1 is an off condition, means no current is flowing through the T1. Clear? No current is flowing through the T1. So current through the T1 is 0. Current through the T1 is 0. Current through the T1 is 0. Clear? Next. From 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, the supply voltage again became a positive. The supply voltage again became a positive. So again here, during this period, from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, this is the pi plus alpha. Okay, this point is the 2 pi. Okay, this is the 2 pi plus alpha. Clear? From pi plus alpha to 2 pi, during this period, okay, during this period, the current is flowing through the load circuit. So again, some amount of energy will be stored in the inductance. Some amount of energy will be stored in the inductance. Clear? When the supply voltage become a reverse, then this voltage will be released. This energy will be released. Okay. How this energy will be released? Inductance energy will be, how it will be released? In which direction the current is flowing? In which direction the current is flowing? Clear? How the current is flowing? Just wait. So now this energy will be released through this circuit, through the motor, through the T4, through the supply terminal. Sorry, just a minute. Okay, this energy will be released through the T4, through the supply terminal like this, in this direction. Okay, this current is flowing through this direction, through the T3, like this. In this direction. Clear? Okay, so still the current is flowing through the load circuit. Still the current is flowing through the load circuit. So output voltage is present because these two terminals are not short circuited here. These two terminals are not short circuited and no freewheeling diode. Okay, so no freewheeling diode means the voltage is present across the load circuit. But how this voltage is present like this? This one. This one. Clear? Negative pulse is present during this period. So again, same way, at omega is equal to 2 pi plus alpha, the T1, T2 again turn on. T1, T2 will be turn on. So again, output voltage is present like this. So again, 3 pi to 3 pi plus alpha, negative pulse is present. Again, from 3 pi plus alpha to 4 pi. the supply voltage become like this. So output voltage is present like this. Like the same here also, the armature current is assumed as a constant. The armature current is assumed as a constant. Okay, that is depends upon the value of the inductance. That is the depends upon the value of the inductance. Or also we can draw like this. Like this. Clear? So, but here we assume as the armature current is constant. So that's why we are drawing the output current is constant. Okay, sorry. Is it clear? This is the output voltage and output current, supply current, current through the thyristors waveforms. Okay, so now we have to derive the equations for this. Now we have to derive the equations for this. So how we can derive the equations? How we can derive the equations? Can anyone give the formula? What is the formula for finding the output voltage from the waveform? V0 is equal to, from this waveform, how we can find out the output voltage waveform, average output voltage? Can anyone tell please? Can anyone tell please? Please, anyone give the reply? How we can find out the output voltage? From this waveform, how we can find out the output voltage? Yes, please. Shivani. 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 Deepali. Shubham. Shubham.
PS minus IR.
Yes. Yes, Kishori Sound. बोलिए. How we can find out the average output voltage from this waveform? V0 is equal to, how many pulses are present during the one full cycle of the supply voltage? 0 to 2 pi में, 0 to 2 pi में, how many pulses are present? From this point to this point, one pulse and second pulse. कितने pulses present है?
2 pulses.
2 pulses. यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक एक ही pulse consider करते हैं अपन. Okay, this is the continuous alpha 2 pi and pi 2 pi plus alpha. Okay, alpha 2 pi में positive and pi 2 pi plus alpha में negative. Clear? So 2 pulses are present. 2 by total time period कितना to completing the one full cycle of the supply voltage? How much time is taken to complete the one full cycle of the supply voltage?
360.
2 pi ना? 0 to 2 pi, one full cycle supply voltage का. Clear? So, integral कहाँ से present है output voltage? From where the output voltage is present? Alpha से start हुआ ना? Alpha से start हुआ ना? Is it right or not? The output voltage started from alpha. So the limits we have taken from alpha. Next कहाँ तक end हुआ है? Alpha 2 pi and pi plus alpha. यहाँ तक end हुआ है. Clear? So that's why we have taken the limits from alpha to pi plus alpha. Also we can take alpha to pi integral Vm sin omega t d omega t plus pi to pi plus alpha integrals Vm sin omega d omega t. You can also like that also you can calculate. Okay, but it will become a lengthy, complex. That's why simply directly you can take the limits from alpha to pi plus alpha. Directly you can take the limits from alpha to pi plus alpha. Clear? So here we are integrating the supply voltage with respect to omega t. Vm sin omega t d omega t. Clear? Vm sin omega t d omega t. This is the formula for finding the average output voltage from the waveform. Is it right? Clear? Next. So here V0 is equal to 2 by 2 pi integral alpha to pi plus alpha Vm sin omega t d omega t. Clear? So here 2 will be cancel. Cancel कर सकते हैं क्या? Can we cancel the 2? Say yes or no. Please. 2 cancel कर सकते हैं कि नहीं? किशोरी सावंत.
Yes, sir.
2 cancel कर सकते हैं ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 2 will be cancelled. So then V0 is equal to how we can write Vm by pi integral sin omega t d omega t. Integral sin omega t d omega t. Integral sin theta d theta. What is the formula? Integral sin theta d theta.
Cos theta.
Minus cos theta na. So here integral sin omega t d omega t minus cos omega t d. Here minus cos omega t. Here Vm is the constant, that's why we have taken the outside. So limits is the alpha to pi. Limits is the alpha to pi plus alpha. Alpha to pi plus alpha. Clear? Next. Vm by pi minus common cos upper limit minus cos lower limit, cos upper limit minus cos lower limit, cos pi plus alpha cos pi plus alpha, cos upper limit minus lower limit minus cos alpha. Clear? So here Vm by pi minus of cos pi plus alpha minus cos alpha. Vm by pi minus common cos pi plus alpha, cos a plus b फॉर्मूला अप्लाई कर सकते हैं अपन. कर सकते हैं क्या? cos a plus b फॉर्मूला अप्लाई कर सकते हैं इधर. cos a plus b is equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Clear? Cos pi cos alpha minus sin pi sin alpha. Okay, minus cos alpha as it is. Minus cos alpha as it is. So here we have applied the cos a plus b. Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Clear? Next, cos pi is nothing but what is the value of cos pi? What is the value of cos pi? Minus 1. What is the value of cos pi? Minus 1. Is it right? Minus 1, is it right? Cos pi is the minus 1. Is it right or not? please? Please give me the answer.
0.9, sir.
-1 and a cos phi is equal to cos 90 plus 90 minus sin 90. Minus sin 90 is equal to -1. Minus sin 90 is nothing but -1. So finally what we can write? Cos phi is nothing but -1. Okay, -1 into cos alpha minus cos alpha. Clear? Minus sin pi sin alpha. Sin pi is nothing but sin 180. Sin 180 is nothing but sin 90 plus 90. Sin 90 plus 90 is nothing but cos 90. Cos 90 is nothing but 0. So this total term will become a 0. This total term will become a 0. Clear? So how we can write this equation? From this equation, V0 is equal to Vm by pi minus 1 into cos alpha minus cos alpha minus cos alpha. Clear? Minus cos alpha as it is. Minus cos alpha as it is. Clear? So this is the minus, the common. Minus into minus into minus, Vm by pi minus into minus क्या हो जाएगा plus cos alpha plus cos alpha minus into minus plus cos alpha. Okay, cos alpha plus cos alpha, cos alpha plus cos alpha, cos alpha plus cos alpha कितना है? 2 cos alpha. Cos alpha plus cos alpha, 2 cos alpha. Just wait. Okay. 2 Vm by cos alpha लिख सकते हैं क्या अपन? Va is equal to V0 is equal to 2 Vm by cos alpha. Va is equal to Vm is equal to 2 Vm by cos alpha. Okay, this is the answer. Average output voltage or armature voltage of the DC motor is equal to 2 Vm by cos alpha. Means this voltage we are applying the armature terminals of the DC motor. Up to this point is clear? Up to this point is clear, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the average output voltage of the single phase full wave control rectifier. Okay, without freewheeling diode. Without freewheeling diode. Just wait. Here, Va is equal to V0 is equal to 2 Vm by pi cos alpha we got here. So this is the, this voltage we got. This voltage we got here. Okay, so if this voltage is controlled, the speed is also controlled, because here we are, this voltage is act as an input for this motor. Okay, this voltage is act as an input for this motor. So whenever this voltage is controlled, the speed of this DC motor is also controlled. Okay, how we can control this voltage V0? By varying the firing angle. Okay, by varying the firing angle. If the firing angle is vary, if this firing angle is vary, the output voltage also vary. The output voltage is also vary. Is it clear? Okay, so we can write here VA is equal to IARA plus LA into DIA by dt plus EA. Okay, IARA plus LA into DIA by dt plus back EMF. Okay, that is VA is nothing but here what we can write 2 VM by pi cos alpha is equal to IARA plus LA into DI by dt plus EB. Okay, so also we know the formula N is equal to EB by KF phi, EB by K phi, EB by K phi. EB by K phi. So here N is equal to what we can write? N is equal to V minus IA RA upon by K phi. Clear? N is equal to V minus IA RA upon by K phi. Clear? So if any one parameter changes, voltage or armature current or armature resistance or flux, okay, flux, so the speed is also changes. The speed of the motor is also changes. Is it right? So this is the equations. Okay. So instead of VA, we can substitute this formula 2 Vm by pi cos alpha minus IA RA upon by K phi. So also we know the formula. Torque is directly proportional to the flux into IA. Okay, already we know the formula. Torque is directly proportional to the flux into IA. So the torque T is equal to K into phi into IA. The torque T is equal to K into phi into IA. So from this equation, what we can write IA is equal to T by K phi. From this equation, what we can write? IA is equal to T by K phi. Clear? So this is the analysis of the single phase full wave control rectifier fed separately excited DC motor. Separately excited DC motor. This concept is clear, all of you? All of you, this concept is clear?